The oppressive voice echoed through the air for what felt like an eternity. Who dares disturb this emperor's slumber? Suddenly, a blast of white frost spread out violently from the Frostmark heavenly tiger, engulfing the surrounding space. In the next moment, an intense surge of life force spread over the mountaintop. TSK. The strength of this Frostmark heavenly tiger. At the very least, it's an Imperial class, 6th rank magical beast. That would fit the magic core and essence blood Big Brother needs. A voice remarked, full of intrigue. But I seem to recall that the Rising Sun pill is a 2nd rank Imperial grade pill. Big Brother is only a peak 1st rank Imperial grade alchemist right now, so crafting it might be a bit of a struggle. Little E chimed in from a distance as he observed Xiao and his 3 companions. This deserted mountain range is eerie. If you look up, you'll see it's shrouded in mist, as if something is hidden within, he continued, his tone growing uneasy. Besides, there's something about this place that feels both familiar and terrifying. Strange. Little E gazed upward, his internal heavenly flame trembling faintly under the mist's ominous cover. No wonder it's the Frostmark heavenly tiger, Mu Feng muttered, his deep voice filled with anticipation as excitement coursed through him. Let's move. Make it quick, Xiao said, his voice calm but commanding. With that, he unleashed his speed, charging toward the Frostmark heavenly tiger, which stood tall on the ground below. This place has been devoid of humans for a long time, because everyone who came here died. The Frostmark heavenly tiger growled coldly, though its arrogance was unmistakable. Oh, really? Xiao shot back as he closed in on the beast in an instant. Despite its arrogance, the Frostmark heavenly tiger had earned it. It was a magical beast on par with a human 6-star Do D, and facing Xiao group, who were only 5-star Do D, it had every reason to be confident. Only when Xiao neared the Frostmark heavenly tiger did he truly understand its fearsome nature. Its snow-white fur, which appeared soft, was actually fortified by layers of hardened ice. Even if Xiao struck with his full strength, it might not be enough to shatter that icy protection. A chill so intense it gripped the soul forced Xiao to divert a substantial amount of Do Qi just to resist it. Grand heavenly creation palm. Xiao murmured under his breath as a terrifying ripple of energy erupted from his hand. Go! In the blink of an eye, Xiao thrust his palm forward, and the energy expanded into a massive handprint, spanning 100 meters wide, hurtling toward the Frostmark heavenly tiger. You overestimate yourself. The Frostmark heavenly tiger raised its proud head, its amber eyes locking onto Xiao. It had already sensed the power of Xiao attack when he unleashed the grand heavenly creation palm. This young man, a mere early-stage 5-star Do D, dared to challenge its dominion? How laughable! As its words fell, the Frostmark heavenly tiger let out a powerful snort, and a surge of pure white frost blasted from its nostrils. A human dares challenge me? The beast sneered, and in an instant, the frosty breath transformed into a razor-sharp ice spear. The spear was small but radiated a terrifying energy, its tip gleaming with deadly cold light. Snow spear! The Frostmark heavenly tiger roared, sending the spear crashing into Xiao massive energy handprint. Boom, boom, boom. The grand heavenly creation palm and snow spear collided with a deafening crash, scattering waves of energy into the air. Himph! The Frostmark heavenly tiger snorted, its eyes narrowing in surprise. This human has some skill, it muttered, though its amber eyes showed shock. Despite being far stronger, this young man gave it an uneasy feeling, one it couldn't quite understand. What puzzled the Frostmark heavenly tiger most was the terrifying flame within Xiao. As confident as it was in its own frost abilities, which were formidable enough to challenge even a human 7-star Do D, facing Xiao early-stage 5-star Do D strength filled it with an inexplicable sense of dread. This Frostmark heavenly tiger is tougher than expected, Xiao muttered as he steadied himself. The brief exchange had made one thing clear. This beast's frosty power was far more potent than some 6-star Do D opponents he had faced. The battle in the sky paused momentarily, but soon Xiao and his companions moved in once more. This Frostmark heavenly tiger can use Do techniques? Lu Di asked, her beautiful eyes filled with confusion. No, it's not a Do technique. It's a power born from its innate strength. But you could call it a Do technique if you like, Xiao replied. After the brief but intense clash, Xiao had already made his assessment. The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger's strength was undoubtedly at the 6th rank Imperial class, and its ice attribute was just what he needed. Humans, even though you possess certain powers, this is not a place you should be, the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger's voice echoed, ancient and weathered. If you don't wish to die, leave now. We've come too far to turn back now, Xiao responded calmly. Just as Xiao and his companions were about to strike again and defeat the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger, a sinister wind suddenly blew through the area. This wind, something's off. Mu Feng shouted, and in an instant, a mysterious cyan light enveloped all 5 of them, shielding them from the gust. What is that? Mu Ying gasped, her expression filled with shock. The moment the wind touched her, it sent a biting chill through her body. Even as a mid-stage 5-star Do D, and with the sacred flame at her disposal, Mu Ying couldn't ignore the cold. If she was struggling, the others must have been too. Stay alert, Xiao called out urgently as he unleashed his vast spiritual power, adding an extra layer of protection to Mu Feng's Cyan Do Qi shield. Damn it, calm down. Xiao growled as his eyes fell on the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger. Just then, a black beam of light shot down from the thick mist above. The black beam descended with the fury of a thunderbolt, and Xiao hand, which held the soul-devouring talisman, began to twitch violently. The black beam looked eerily similar to the black mist they had encountered at the desert's entrance, near the giant stone statue. This is bad. Not again! The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger roared in panic, its amber eyes shrinking as it desperately tried to escape the oncoming beam. Crack! The sky darkened as the pressure around them grew, forcing Xiao and his group to abandon the fight in midair and land on the ground. What's going on with the soul-devouring talisman today? Xiao muttered, his gaze fixed on the once mighty Frostmark Heavenly Tiger, now trembling in fear. What's happening? Lu Di and Mu Ying exchanged a look, both of them equally confused and alarmed. The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger, a beast powerful enough to rival a human 6-star Do D, was now being chased across the sky by a mere black beam of light. This was a far cry from the pride this beast should possess. Old Dragon, what's happening here? Xiao asked, confused, turning to his ancient ruler of heavenly flames for answers. This thing seems to be an evil force, a force capable of controlling both the soul and body of others. The ruler responded, equally puzzled by the black beam's presence. Damn it! This strange, evil wind has left our bodies paralyzed, Xiao cursed under his breath. Once that eerie wind appeared, Xiao and his companions felt the pressure in the sky becoming unbearable. Even with their 5-star Do D strength, they couldn't withstand it, forcing them to retreat to the ground. Meanwhile, the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger's amber eyes were filled with fear, as it fled from the black beam in terror. This is unbelievable. How could that thing appear on the first layer? It's supposed to be confined to the final 2 layers. I was injured by a certain someone back then, leaving me trapped here for eternity. The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger darted through the sky, desperately trying to evade the black beam. We can't afford to drag this out. That black beam is too strange. Everyone, attack it together and get rid of it. Otherwise, we'll face even worse trouble. Xiao eyes gleamed with a serious light as he called out. In an instant, Xiao removed the ancient ruler of heavenly flames from his back. With a flash, a terrifying flame, containing 23 distinct colors, burst forth. Mu Feng, having a unique sensitivity to ghostly qi due to his cultivation method, also detected something unusual about the black beam. This is odd. It doesn't seem like Ghost Realm energy. What in the world is this evil thing? Mu Feng said, his body surging with Cyan Do Qi as he stared at the black beam. Could this be the extraterritorial evil clan that Xiao mentioned? Mu Ying muttered softly, casting a glance at Xiao Yan's tense expression. Move, Lu Di said quietly, her green douqi flaring as her speed increased rapidly, heading straight for the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger. Wait, let them fight it out first, Longy suddenly advised. Xiao Yan, though puzzled, signaled for everyone to hold back, and literally stayed motionless. Damn it, why is it chasing me? The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger roared toward the heavens, its cry echoing through the surrounding forest and causing the nearby magical beasts to tremble in fear. If you insist on pursuing me, I won't make it easy for you, the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger growled. After several failed attempts to escape the Black Beam's pursuit, it was enraged. In the next moment, its body underwent a transformation. The once pristine white fur became enveloped by an even more intense cold. This wasn't the minor chill from before. Now, the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger was in full combat mode. Seeing the tiger halt its retreat, the Black Beam also paused midair, hovering ominously. Heavenly Ice Claw! The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger roared fiercely, raising its sharp front claws and slashing toward the space where the Black Beam hovered. In an instant, 3 massive ice pillars materialized under the tiger's claws and shot toward the Black Beam. However, just as the ice pillars neared within a meter of the Black Beam, they mysteriously melted into vapor, disappearing without a trace. What? The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger was stunned. Its Heavenly Ice Claw, powerful enough to kill a human 6-star DoD, had been rendered useless against this Black Beam. SSSSHH. After dissolving the ice pillars, the Black Beam accelerated, streaking straight toward the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger with terrifying speed, emanating an aura of pure evil intent, capable of annihilating anything in its path. Damn it! The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger didn't dare to hesitate any longer. Its fur stood on end as a wave of deathly fear surged through it. Ice Scar! The tiger laughed maniacally, and a massive fissure suddenly appeared before it. From the fissure, a terrifying beam of ice energy, nearly 100 meters long, emerged. As the chilling beam formed, the surrounding space froze. The temperature plummeted, and frost spread across nearby trees, freezing rivers solid in an instant. Ching! A sharp, piercing sound came from the fissure as the beam, radiating deadly cold, shot toward the Black Beam of light. Sensing the danger, the Black Beam swelled with an overwhelming evil force, enveloping itself in a protective shroud. Clang! The sharp sound of shattering glass echoed as the massive ice beam was broken by the Black Beam. Though the ice beam dissipated, the Black Beam's light dimmed slightly. It hadn't come out unscathed. Undeterred, the Black Beam slowly continued its pursuit of the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger. Sigh. It seems I can't escape this fate after all. The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger sighed, a look of relief crossing its face as it closed its eyes. In the next moment, a previously hidden wound beneath its fur became visible. Tendrils of evil energy, identical to the Black Beam, swirled around the wound. However, this had gone unnoticed by Xiao Yan and the others. Slash! The Black Beam cut cleanly through the tiger's forehead and body, as if slicing through paper. Dark, flame-like energy flickered around the tiger's remains. How brutal! Mu Yingying couldn't help but mutter, her beautiful eyes filled with horror. Even though we don't know what this Black Beam is, its power is terrifying. The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger is dead. If we don't act now, the magic core and essence blood will be lost. Move! Xiao Yan commanded, his overwhelming aura surging as the ancient ruler of heavenly flames in his hand radiated dazzling light, striking toward the Black Beam. After killing the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger, the Black Beam didn't seem content. It lingered, as if planning something more. However, before it could act, Xiao Yan was already at the tiger's side. There's a magic core! Mu Feng exclaimed excitedly from behind Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan's eyes remained fixed on the Black Beam, feeling a bone-deep chill rising within him. Yet, in his hand, the soul-devouring talisman grew increasingly warm, as if eager to devour the Black Beam entirely. Xiao Yan, leave this to us. You focus on retrieving the magic core and essence blood. Mu Yingying said softly. Give me 3 minutes, Xiao replied, his voice steady as he understood the urgency of the situation. 3 minutes? 10 minutes is no problem. Mu Feng responded confidently, standing alongside Mu Yingying and Lu Di as they formed a protective circle around Xiao. Strange, that black beam is terrifying, but the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger shouldn't have been defeated so easily, Xiao murmured to himself, paying no further attention to the others as he crouched down to examine the lifeless, bisected body of the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger. As he leaned in closer, he noticed something peculiar about the tiger's corpse. Its once strong limbs were now limp, and its snow-white fur had lost its brilliance, signaling that the beast had indeed perished. Why isn't there any blood coming from the wound? Xiao eyes widened as he stared at the tiger's open wound. There, a faint black mist seemed to be pulsating around the edges of the cut. How could such an evil aura be present in the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger? The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger is proud by nature. It would never tolerate something like this within its body, Longy remarked after inspecting the dead beast. Let me think, what could this be? Longy pondered, his expression contemplative, as if the evil energy surrounding the tiger's wound had triggered an old memory. Xiao nodded, understanding that Longy needed time. With this insight, Xiao refrained from taking any rash actions and instead shifted his focus to the ongoing battle nearby. Just a few dozen meters away, Mu Feng, Lu Di, and Mu Yingying surrounded the black beam, ready for anything. This thing is incredibly dangerous. Even the Frostmark Heavenly Tiger, powerful as it was, fell to it in one strike. We must be cautious, Mu Yingying said, her lips slightly pursed, her tone filled with concern. When it comes to strange things like this, I'm the expert. Watch me, Mu Feng declared, summoning a simple wooden sword into his hand. The wooden sword looked utterly ordinary, with no signs of any special attributes. Heaven Earth 8 trigrams. Mu Feng chanted, his voice infused with mystical power. As he spoke, his cyan do qi ignited on the wooden sword, flickering as if it were feeding off oil. The cyan do qi danced along the wooden sword, and as Mu Feng recited a string of mysterious incantations, the energy gradually morphed into intricate, ancient runes. The black beam, hovering 3 meters off the ground, began to tremble, seemingly afraid of Mu Feng's technique. There's something off about Mu Feng. His cultivation method or do technique feels strange, Lu Di frowned, sensing a sinister aura from Mu Feng that reminded her of the eerie ghost realm energy. However, she chose not to ask any questions, out of respect for Mu Feng's privacy. Suddenly, the black beam emitted a sharp, screeching sound and transformed into a barrage of black rain, aiming straight for Mu Feng. I've got this, Lu Di shouted as Mu Yingying prepared to act. With a wave of her hand, Lu Di summoned a massive surge of green do qi. Thousand Serpent Dance. Lu Di's voice rang out, and the green do qi materialized into countless small serpents, their slender bodies shimmering with an eerie green hue. The serpents, though small, radiated an intense and unsettling energy as they shot toward the black rain. Mu Yingying was about to speak but stopped when she saw the determination in Lu Di's eyes and Mu Feng's unwavering focus. A warm feeling stirred in her heart. Boom, boom, boom. The black rain collided violently with Lu Di's energy serpents, but each drop of rain was swallowed whole by the serpents, vanishing into their green forms. Serpent explosion. Lu Di smiled confidently as her voice cut through the chaos. The moment the words left her lips, the serpents that had devoured the black rain began to swell rapidly. In an instant, they exploded with tremendous force. The destructive shockwaves from the explosion sent the already devastated forest into further disarray. Watch out, Mu Yingying cried, her figure blurring as she dashed toward Lu Di, her hand engulfed in a soft blue flame. Crack! Out of nowhere, the black beam reappeared in front of Lu Di, its trajectory aimed directly at her throat, intent on a fatal strike. That was close. Lu Di's heart pounded as she realized how dangerous the situation was. Her serpent explosion had been powerful, yet somehow the black beam had evaded it and reappeared without warning. If not for Mu Yingying's intervention, the consequences could have been fatal. While the battle raged on, Xiao continued his work. I can't remember much about this Frostmark heavenly tiger's origin, but I'm certain the evil energy around its wound isn't from the tiger itself, Long Yi said thoughtfully. Do you think the magic core and essence blood are affected? Xiao asked, surprised. The Frostmark heavenly tiger was an incredibly rare creature, and even Long Yi didn't seem to know much about it. It's possible. Proceed with caution as you collect them, Long Yi advised, sounding unsure himself. All right. Xiao nodded in agreement. He crouched down and summoned a small jade knife, wrapped in a flame. The blade was etched with intricate patterns that radiated a powerful aura. Xiao carefully guided the flame-encased knife toward the tiger's forehead. What is this? Xiao whispered, his hand steady as he slowly inserted the jade knife into the center of the tiger's brow. As the blade penetrated, a sinister black mist began to emerge from the wound. The moment the knife made contact, the black mist dissipated, only to reappear around the entry point. Buzz. Suddenly, the soul-devouring talisman within Xiao hand unleashed a powerful suction force, greedily pulling in the black mist surrounding the jade knife. Calm down, Xiao muttered as he concentrated, directing his vast spiritual power to both defend against the evil energy and suppress the soul-devouring talisman to prevent it from acting out of control. But in the next moment, Xiao realized he had underestimated the situation. Beneath the jade knife, the Frostmark heavenly tiger's ice attribute magic core trembled violently, as if terrified by the evil energy. Xiao was confused, but his gaze locked onto the evil mist swirling around the knife. In that fleeting instant, Xiao pupils contracted sharply. As Xiao inserted the jade knife into the gap between the Frostmark heavenly tiger's forehead and its magic core, he caught a glimpse of something strange within the evil black mist. What he saw left him in shock. It was the same face he had seen before, engraved on the rocky giant statue that had blocked their path. Such evil. Even with just a fleeting glance, Xiao felt a deep unease take root in his heart. That brief moment of eye contact with the malevolent energy sent a chill down his spine, a sensation unlike anything he had experienced since arriving on the Dodi continent. Not even facing powerful foes like Elder Zhu, who possessed half-step Do-Xian strength, had caused him such dread. Damn it! Xiao cursed, struggling to suppress the greedy impulses of the soul-devouring talisman in his palm. This energy is far too evil. Maybe it's best to let the soul-devouring talisman deal with it, Long Yi suddenly suggested, breaking Xiao internal debate. Its reputation in the ghost realm is well known. It should be able to handle this. All right then, Xiao decided. Soul-devouring talisman. If you're so eager to absorb, then go ahead and do it properly. With a roar from deep within, Xiao stopped restraining the talisman. Immediately, a complex black rune materialized in his palm, floating menacingly, its gaze fixed on the evil aura around the Frostmark heavenly tiger's magic core. Absorb it! Xiao shouted again. The soul-devouring talisman flickered with black light and shot toward the evil energy surrounding the tiger's magic core. SSSSSS. As the talisman approached, the malevolent aura trembled, as if it feared the power of the talisman. Trying to run? Xiao sneered. Too late. With a swift move, he activated his flame mantra, summoning a radiant blaze that engulfed the tiger's forehead, concealing the talisman's activity from Mu Feng and the others. Within moments, the talisman's sinister power had devoured the evil aura near the magic core entirely. It didn't stop there, though. Still hungry, it moved to the rest of the Frostmark heavenly tiger's body, wiping out every trace of the evil energy before finally returning, satisfied, to Xiao palm. Cough, cough, cough. As the malevolent energy entered his body, Xiao felt his mind tremble with an overwhelming sense of fear and dread. Protect your mind. Long Yi's voice echoed in Xiao head. This evil energy specializes in corrupting a person's thoughts. If you let it take control, you'll become nothing more than a mindless killing machine. Just as Xiao Yan's head began to feel dizzy, Long Yi's warning jolted him back to his senses. Boom! The evil energy converged in Xiao Yan's palm, manifesting as a dense, black cloud of malevolent power. At the same time, the soul-devouring talisman reappeared. As soon as the talisman emerged, a vortex formed at its center, generating a powerful suction force that sought to absorb the black mist. "I'll help you," Xiao Yan whispered, understanding the talisman's intent. He focused his immense flames, driving them toward the evil energy in his palm. "Die already." Xiao Yan gritted his teeth as he struggled to overpower the stubborn evil energy, which resisted being devoured. Finally, after a brief but intense confrontation, the talisman succeeded in absorbing the last of the evil aura with a soft thud. As soon as the black mist was consumed, Xiao Yan felt a wave of emotions, death, fear, and despair, radiating from the talisman. It seems there are still many secrets hidden within this soul-devouring talisman. "Once I'm strong enough, I'll unravel all of them," Xiao Yan muttered before flipping his hand and stowing away the talisman. Now, he could focus on retrieving the magic core and essence blood. With practiced ease, Xiao Yan carefully removed the jade knife and extracted the magic core from the Frostmark heavenly tiger. Such purity! The white magic core, shaped like a diamond, radiated immense power, with tendrils of icy energy emanating from its surface. As expected, this is a 6th-rank Imperial-class Ice Attribute magic core. Xiao Yan marveled. However, as he examined it more closely, he noticed a dark spot on the core. "What's this black spot?" Xiao Yan wondered aloud, frowning as he sensed the familiar presence of evil energy. More of that evil aura? Xiao Yan examined the core carefully, realizing that the black spot had the same sinister energy as the black beam that had attacked them earlier. Damn it! This evil aura has been gnawing away at the Frostmark heavenly tiger for so long. "It's impressive that the tiger resisted being fully corrupted," Xiao Yan remarked. "Soul-devouring talisman, absorb this too," he commanded mentally, hoping the talisman could eliminate the remaining evil. "No," the talisman suddenly responded, surprising Xiao Yan. Ever since it absorbed the earlier evil aura, the talisman had gained a faint ability to communicate with him. "How can it not?" Xiao Yan asked, puzzled. "The talisman has recognized you to some degree after absorbing that evil energy. However, for it to fully accept you and follow your commands, you'll need to explore its true power," Long Yi explained. Xiao Yan was frustrated, but knew he had no other choice. Although the magic core still carried traces of evil, he couldn't afford to lose it. Carefully, he stowed the core and moved on to the tiger's essence blood. Damn it! The essence blood has also been tainted with evil aura. Xiao Yan retrieved 10 drops of the Frostmark heavenly tiger's blood, but each drop had been corrupted to varying degrees. Forget it. To refine the Rising Sun pill, I need to be a 2nd-rank Imperial-grade alchemist. I'm not at that level yet. I'll figure something out when the time comes. Besides, I still have the soul-devouring talisman as a backup, Xiao Yan said, stashing away the magic core and essence blood. With these materials, Xiao Yan now had everything he needed to cultivate the sacred flame. At the summit of the deserted mountain range, an enormous altar stood in the middle of a vast, empty space. On the altar, a magnificent throne dominated the scene. To its left lay a mysterious, colossal object, and below the throne, a towering figure suddenly appeared, standing tall and imposing. If Xiao Yan were here, he would undoubtedly recognize the scene before him as the same as the vision he saw etched into the wall earlier. The colossal hand descending from the heavens, poised to strike with an overwhelming force capable of tearing the world apart. Beneath this massive hand, a purple-gold figure raised its own hand in defiance, meeting the attack palm to palm. A displeased voice came from a figure, their alluring lips twisting into a frown. The aura of the Frostmark heavenly tiger on the first layer of the deserted mountain range has disappeared. Did you succeed? Mu Yingying asked, her tone filled with excitement as she saw Xiao Yan approaching. Yes, I did, Xiao Yan responded softly, though he kept the fact that both the magic core and essence blood had been tainted by evil energy to himself. Good, Mu Yingying whispered, relieved. What's the situation here? Xiao Yin asked, having been too focused on the battle with the evil aura and the soul-devouring talisman to pay attention to what had transpired during the fight. It's not looking good. This black beam is terrifying. Even with Mu Feng using some of his most powerful techniques, there's no sign we can destroy it. It seems indestructible, Mu Yingying said, her beautiful eyes flickering with concern. Indestructible? Xiao Yin was taken aback by her words. Before he could respond, the soul-devouring talisman in his palm pulsed with a greedy aura, giving Xiao Yin an idea. Mu Feng, Lu Di, let me get close to it. I've got a way to deal with it. Xiao Yin shouted, his voice carrying over the sounds of the battle. All right. Mu Feng and Lu Di immediately agreed. After having fought the black beam for some time, they had already noticed how strange and seemingly indestructible it was, just as Mu Yingying had said. If they couldn't deal with this beam of evil energy, they might all perish in the deserted mountain range. Thousand Serpent Tide. Mu Feng and Lu Di launched their attacks simultaneously. Mu Feng's wooden sword radiated with tremendous power as he slashed, sending a massive wave of Do Qi surging toward the black beam. Lu Di wasn't far behind, her Do Qi transforming into a poisonous green hue, forming thousands of energy snakes that surged forward, their venomous aura threatening to corrode everything in their path. Xiao Yin, do you really have a plan? Mu Yingying asked, standing aside. She knew Xiao Yin had kept little E from acting, both to conserve strength and to protect them. Boom, boom, boom. The black beam reacted by emitting a wave of evil energy, attempting to defend against Mu Feng and Lu Di's attacks. The resulting explosion sent sparks and dust flying, obscuring everyone's vision. Amid the chaos, no one noticed the space beneath Xiao Yan's feet ripple mysteriously. In the blink of an eye, he disappeared from his original spot. Space shuttling hand seal. Little E, watching from the side, recognized the technique. It was the very same secret Do technique that Xiao Yin had learned in the Forest of Yin Corpses, passed down to him by a mysterious figure. It allowed short-distance spatial movement, and with Xiao Yan's current strength, he no longer needed to form seals to use it. I wonder what Big Brother is planning, Little E muttered, keeping his gaze on Xiao Yin. Xiao Yin reappeared within the black beam's vicinity, his arm emerging from a distorted patch of space. His hand was outstretched, and in his palm, the soul-devouring talisman pulsated with overwhelming power. With a sudden surge, the talisman unleashed a massive suction force, and in an instant, the black beam that had been so difficult for Mu Yingying, Mu Feng, and Lu Di to handle was devoured completely. Good thing the explosion covered everything up, so no one noticed. Xiao Yin breathed a sigh of relief, seeing that the talisman had successfully absorbed the evil black beam. In the next moment, he vanished once more and reappeared beside Mu Yingying and the others. Where's Xiao Yin? Mu Feng and the others, despite their powerful attacks, still felt unsure if they had truly destroyed the black beam. It's done. I took care of it, Xiao Yin said as he reappeared. You took care of it? Mu Feng was astonished. He knew how strong the evil aura was, even more dangerous than the ghostly qi of the ghost realm, and yet Xiao Yin had dispelled it so easily. It's finally over, Lu Di sighed with relief, clearly excited that Xiao Yin had managed to deal with the troublesome black beam. Let's restore our Do Qi first, Xiao Yin suggested. With a flick of his hand, several high-quality pills appeared from his storage ring. The group didn't hesitate and quickly took the pills, feeling the gentle, nourishing energy spread through their bodies as their Do Qi rapidly recovered. Are you all right? Little E asked as he approached Xiao Yin. I'm fine, Xiao Yin responded calmly, unsurprised by Little Yi's knowledge of the soul-devouring talisman. After all, their connection through the heavenly flame had deepened over time. With the fall of the Frostmark heavenly tiger, the forest was left in ruins, and a small, winding path appeared amid the devastation. When Xiao Yin and his group had first entered the deserted mountain range, they had stood atop the massive back of the Frostmark heavenly tiger. Now, with the beast's death, The once lush forest had been reduced to rubble, and only the fading remnants of the battle remained. The path was crooked and twisted, its destination unclear. But something about it seemed to beckon Xiao forward. As he examined it, he noticed a powerful restriction in the area. Since the appearance of the evil black beam, Xiao had realized that he could no longer fly. His ability to move through the air had been suppressed. They would have to continue on foot. Even more troubling was that the mist that blanketed the deserted mountain range was highly unusual. It blocked not only Xiao spiritual senses but also his mental powers, a fact that left him deeply unsettled. He had always relied on his spiritual and mental abilities to avoid danger, but now it was as if he had lost an essential part of himself. I wonder where this path leads. Xiao murmured to himself, though something told him it was the route they needed to take. 5-tiered desolate path. Suddenly, the soul-devouring talisman in Xiao palm transmitted a message directly into his mind. 5-tiered desolate path? Xiao exclaimed in surprise. According to the talisman, the deserted mountain range consisted of 5 layers. The Frostmark Heavenly Tiger had only been in the first layer. Had Xiao and his group not been randomly transported to this place when they entered the passage, passing through each layer of the deserted mountain range would have required a tremendous amount of effort. This soul-devouring talisman is truly strange, Xiao mused in amazement, his thoughts reflecting the mystery surrounding the talisman. The soul-devouring talisman has always been an ancient, sinister artifact, a counterpart to the sacred flames in terms of power. It might be rewarding you for helping it absorb that evil aura earlier, Longy suggested, though he couldn't be entirely sure. Xiao nodded slowly. He was well aware that the talisman held an enormous, untapped power, one far beyond his current ability to control. As such, he chose not to dwell on it further. Let's go, Xiao said softly, and without hesitation, he stepped onto the crooked, winding path that lay ahead.